All right. Probably my least favorite Final Fantasy game of the first six would be Final Fantasy 2. uh, New game. Oh, let me see a second. Hope I didn't screw this up. There we go. Alright, so we have the 4 characters. I get to name them some stuff. Let me set something else up here real quick. Alright, I'm going to keep all the standard names since they actually give you names. If I can do this without jacking stuff up. Got a little intro. I've beaten this game before. I don't know what this story is about at all. I've played the NES version, can't beat it, and I beat the Game Boy Advance version. Or the PSP version too. Four youths from Finn also found themselves, I can't read this fast enough, they had lost their parents, but their escape wasn't over. Get the mouse out of the way. Oh yeah, this is the old fight if you want. Change rows, defend. Of course, this battle you can't win. The escape from Finn. Yeah. Let him rest on the hard wood floor. Actually, it's a cement floor. They couldn't plop you in a bed. Leon, Maria, Guy, where are you? Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But Guy is missing. Princess of Finn saved us, okay. We have regained our strength. Thanks for saving me. Now we must join the rebel army. Or actually, she's asking us to join the rebel army. Telling us to return home, but we do not want to. Classic story. Wild Rose. Okay, so now you gotta learn terms and then use the terms throughout the game. They can ask and then they have something different to respond with. It's a really weird system. It's kind of cool, but also seems kind of pointless in a Final Fantasy game, but at least it's not done well. And I forgot to mute my sounds. I apologize for that. We should be good now. Oops. I did the same thing in my previous stream, but I stopped it. But I'm gonna continue going. I accidentally left the sound on and was probably picking it all up. So my apologies. I'm not starting over though. So we're gonna talk to Minwoo or Manu. Will you begin by journeying to Finn? That is the first step toward realizing your fates. Oh, you will begin. I'm reading things backwards. Those who have fallen in battle are... Okay, I already know that. Okay, let's go. So basically we gotta go to Finn. This is, I believe, if you lose any character... No, this is where the king is. I haven't played this game in so long, I don't really remember anything. Okay, so let's go. Hey, a treasure chest. Usually these guys tell you where to go. We are in the town of Altair. I knew that. Gordon, the Prince of Kashan, is hiding out here in Altair. Yes. Princess Hilda fled here when Finn was sacked. She's doing a remarkable job of leading the rebel army while His Majesty recovers. Yes, this is the town of Altair. Paul, the greatest thief in the world. My home is Finn too. Okay, so here is the deal. What's this guy? I don't care what he says. So anybody can equip anything. To tell you which hand is favored, everybody's right hand is favored. Usually what I do is I create a tank with Firion with 2 broadswords, or I'll usually tank him, but I like to have one person with a shield to build that up. So maybe I'll just keep the shield on this guy, Firion, and then I'll get another axe for Guy. Now, if I remember correctly, you buy the magic and everybody can use it? Something like that? Or no, each person can equip any magic. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Something like that. We're gonna do... Actually, we're gonna wait. Actually, yeah, let me get a cure. Starting pretty bare bones at the moment. So I'll have Guy dual wield the axe. This guy's probably gonna tell me a bunch of information. What could you want with me? I'm just an old man. The geezer act is just a cover. My name's Tabul, and I'm the best darn blacksmith in the rebel army. Oh, we can't get an axe here. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so my Y and X buttons are swapped compared to Final Fantasy 1. That's annoying. I might need to fix that. Just because of what I'm used to. I'm not going to put auto battle on right now. In case you haven't watched a brief moment in my Final Fantasy 1 preview, you can change the view to this. So it sort of looks like you're playing on a CRT. It's just like, it looks strange on my monitor because you can actually see like gray lines all the way across it, the same size as the white lines. So it's an interesting effect, but I'm not really a fan of it. I mean, I'm a fan of CRT, but this like fake scan lines is, sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't though. But I'm gonna turn it off. So A and B, I want to switch that. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So I'm going to step out. There's the map. Save. Let's do a couple battles, I think. I'm pretty sure the attack yourself exploit still works. I haven't decided how I'm gonna play this game tactics wise. Usually what I do is I'll spend like the first hour of the game just building up my stats in the beginning. When you play the remakes, that doesn't really work against you, but if you play the NES version, when you get into a later part of the game, they use a lot of spells that are more effective the more HP you have. So they do half damage. So if you have 2,000 hit points, they do half damage. It's 1,000 hit points, and they just hit a lot harder. But I don't think that happens in the remixes as much as the original Nintendo version. So we need to go to Finn. Okay, that's where it tells you sword up, shield up. Oh, does it actually tell you the stats too? That's helpful. After each battle, I'll have to pay attention to that a little bit more. So usually you want to have the cure white mage spells on one person, black mage spells on another person, because they get stronger and stronger, and your stats get boosted differently depending on your thing. I'm not really good at the technical details of Final Fantasy 2 because I'm just not a fan of the game in general. But there's like tactics that you might not be aware of, like putting cure on the same person, all the heals on one person. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think I need to, every time you use cure levels, and that doesn't level up, but it gains experience. Now, one thing I used to do is for leveling in this game, I would just get everybody to 100 hit points and then do the next like big task, and then I would level up to another 100 hit points, so it'd be like 100, 200, 300, and that's how I would do it. And sometimes that works, but Gatria. Finn is to the left above the lake, which I already knew. I'm curious if they have the axe here, because I want to buy a second axe so I could dual wield. Yep. So his axe will level up twice as fast. But there's also a weird thing too, like it's not twice as much damage. It's actually like 1.5 more damage. It doesn't scale double. You would think it would, but it doesn't. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Alright. That's good. Oh, back out. The armor shop. Some caps. Gloves, so it's 3 gloves would be 60, 90, then plus 150, so 250, 240. I could do that. Oh, they dual equipped them. Wait, I had another broadsword? Did I buy the wrong thing? No, I have dual wields. No, I want the buckler. Right. Okay, so optimal is just gonna grab whatever you have for each person. That's annoying. Then again, I kind of don't like the bow in this game. Oh well, I'll keep it on there for now. Alright, that was confusing, but we're good. Oh, that's if you lost anybody. So that's how you bring people to life, and I don't think it costs anything other than the amount of time it takes you to find one. Oh, look at this. Let me guess. You can buy any item you want from the start of the game. Yeah, elixirs. Yeah, I ain't gonna be buying any of those anytime soon. Okay, so we're gonna make our way to Finn. That's just part of what you're supposed to do. Now, even though Maria's been taking damage, she has not increased her hit points at all. That's kind of lame. Usually it has to be a critical. Now, technically, the original design of the system is that you're just supposed to play the whole game organically. Like, you're not supposed to beat yourself up to get more hit points and all that kind of thing. You're supposed to just play, and the more you play, the better everybody gets. But, I mean, why wouldn't you hit yourself to gain hit points? Also, spells work on everybody. They're just weaker when you use it on multiple either enemies, or if you're curing yourself, you can actually cure everybody, but it's just going to be a little bit. So if I do this, hit over, then it's going to heal everybody a little bit, versus it will be more powerful on one person. So little things like that, it's good to know. Alright, so we need to save. Now here's the deal. You can't talk to anybody here. Yeah, the city is crawling with Imperial guys. We have to be careful. Make sure not to get too close, of course. We need to make our way to that little shop on the outside right there. Don't want to go in any shops or talk to anybody. Otherwise, you'll go into a battle and you'll most likely die. This way? Guy has a cape on. Okay. I guess they all kind of have a cape on. Okay, don't talk to any of these guys. I don't know if you could talk to these guys or not. I'm not going to try. I'm going to talk to this guy here. He says, "Where do you think you're going? Customers aren't allowed behind the counter." Then we're going to ask Wild Rose. "Ah, you're with the rebels, of course. You'll find a secret door in this wall. There's a wounded soldier back there. If I had it with... Oh, I've had it with this place. You guys can take it from here. Don't let us down." That's so weird. Okay, and I'll just walk behind the wall. Get all this treasure, potion, a potion, and a potion. That's not very exciting. Are you going to turn me over to the Empire? At least have the decency to kill me first. Man, he's rough. Scott, I am a Prince of Kashan. Prince Scott. He's still alive. Something we must tell his brother Gordon. Okay. Tell him I know he was great, has great strength. Learn to believe in himself. All that good stuff. Tell him the reason Finn fell so quickly is that Count Borgan betrayed us. He's been made a general in the Imperial Army. Okay, like I said, that story, I just never really followed it. So I have no idea, but you know, deliver them. Oh, he says, don't deliver the message. Now we're still looking for Leon, but nobody knows. We're gonna take a ring. Oh, well, thanks for the ring. That's it. Just drop dead. Got Scott's ring. Alright. So we're good. We're going to go back to Altair then. And get out. In case you're wondering, I have beaten this game twice, but I do not know this game like I know other Final Fantasies. Like a general idea what I have to do next, but other than that, I might have to talk a little bit more with the NPCs to figure out what I'm supposed to do next. It's usually pretty straightforward, but there are times where you have to backtrack and go back and forth, and it's easy to forget what you were doing and what's next. So Maria finally gained a little bit of hit points. Now what I think I'm going to do is when I go back to town, I'm going to pretty much set myself up for the next trip. But before I do that, I want to get everybody up to 100 hit points. You'll see how I do it. It's not my trick, it's just an exploit that people have been doing since forever ago. I could technically start doing it now on my way in. I'm basically going to use my weaker characters to attack each other. Hopefully don't kill myself. And every time that happens, if you put yourself in a critical state, you can gain some hit points. You also have to be careful because you'll need to earn money in order to replenish your hit points. And if you run out of magic, it gets really expensive to heal yourself. So you can't just beat the crap out of yourself every round and then come back to town with like no money. So you kind of gotta be careful about that. So this is Gordon. So we need to show him the key item. That ring, it's my brother's. He really said all those things about me. And that's literally it. I don't know what else that does in the game, but that is that. Alright, we need to go in here. Oh, also, if you hit bumper, I can walk around as Guy or Maria. Change it up a little bit. Alright, let's see what we gotta do next. Our password is Wild Rose. Okay. Well, show the ring that belonged to Scott. He gave us this ring and fin just before he lost the last of his strength. Did he say anything? This is where you say no. He said nothing. Just died. Didn't have nothing to say about you. Alright, so now we have the ring. Alright, so I guess doing that let the queen know that we're capable, or princess, or whatever hell it is. Princess, right? Alright, now we need to learn Mithril. Magical metal known as Mithril, and we need strong warriors if we are to obtain it. So that's part of what we're going to be doing next. The Empire fought with weapons and armor made of Mithril. Of course, if we have that... Oh, I have charged Joseph, a man living in Salamand, or Salamand. I like to say Salamand. With the task of finding a source of Mithril. People were complaining about the text in this game, and I wasn't really complaining about it, but I noticed that when I'm trying to read this, it kind of blends together. But then again, I'm not wearing my glasses, so you know. Would you go with Minwoo? Yes, I will go with him. Yep. So we need to go to Salamand, which I know exactly where that is. We must first pass through the port town of Paloom, which is up and to the right, which I know. We get a canoe, which is awesome. The Empire also suffered heavy losses at the Battle of Finn. They're building the Dreadnought in Bafsk to help compensate for those losses. Yep. Oh, jeez. Dreadnought itself is a massive, heavily armed ship. Airship. Alright, I think we got all the information from them. Let's try to get some hit points going. Oops. So we got 40, 31, 55, and well, 175. So here's the thing. We can use Minwoo to use heal while I beat the crap out of myself. But the problem is when it comes time to use the N, it's going to cost a lot of money to do that. So I probably shouldn't do it right away. So for example, let's go, well, he's already hurting pretty good. Let's just try this out. He's probably gonna end up killing people if he attacks. 3 damage. That's pretty good. There we go. So, guy, hit points went up to 70. Strength went up to 19. Stamina. Now we'll use this cure. It's nice when everybody gets a hit points boost, but so we'll do that. She's not really doing any damage to anybody. No, he's got a double hit, so I just killed myself. That was lame. I could still do this though. He probably has a life spell too. No. Life 7. Furion hit points went up to 50, so we still boosted. Guys up to 86. 143 magic points for Minwoo. You notice that I use Cure, and then you go back to here, and it boosts up a little bit. So I gotta get Maria's hit points up, but everybody that attacks her kills her in one shot. Actually, maybe not him. Let's see. Attack himself, but he's got double hit though. I might have to take one of the weapons off. Maybe I can do that now. Nope. Oh, he's not doing no damage there. No hit points boost. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is trying to figure out how to remove one. Oh, remove. There we go. Alright. So let's try this. Attack. This. Yikes. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's actually fine because he does have life spell. This is going to be very costly for me at the end, but it'll be worth it if I can get everybody up to 100 hit points. Now there's another trick. Alright, so Furion went up. That's good. That was it. That's unfortunate. So that's the thing too, is you're constantly attacking, using magic and items and healing, but you're not guaranteed to get an HP boost, which stinks because it's very costly. So let's do... We're going to optimize that. We're going to go to the inn. I'm trying to remember what's cheaper. If it's cheaper to use your magic to heal, then go to the inn, or go to the inn after. Yeah, I think it's cheaper if I do the magic. Oh, that's not the inn. $86 gil. I guess that's not horrible. It's not great. I definitely didn't make 86 gil during that whole session. Alright, let's go to Salamand. Oh, I was about to say, so when it comes to leveling up the weapons and magic, what you could do in the original Nintendo version, and I believe the Game Boy Advance and other remakes, I don't know about the mobile remakes, is that you can select attack, 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 and then back out before the last person selects a move, and it counts. So you just can boost you could spend like an hour boosting everybody up to like the max level that you can think of for weapons and completely destroy everything. No, I'm not doing that. So we need to do... No, not worried about that. Take you straight to Poft. We actually have to go to Poft and then walk, or if we had a ton of money, we could get an airship to take us to Salamand, but we'll walk there, it's not far. Not sure. Okay, nothing special here. No, I didn't buy any of the magic spells. Fire, ice, and lightning or whatever. But I feel like I should... Defense... Magic curtain. I'm probably not going to need any of this for a while since I have Minwu for a bit. But it'd be good to get those down the road. I really don't have a lot of money to be spending on stuff, so... Right, I need to go to Poft. 32 gil. Yep. Oh, right, you actually have to walk to the boat. I forgot. If you can make it to the boat. That's pretty cool that when you do two weapons, the first weapon goes, and then if you kill the enemy, the second weapon can go against somebody else. I like that. That wasn't always the case before. That makes that pretty useful. This is just the boat to get back. Let's see, is this where Sid is? Sid's underling. Can I interest you folks into a ride? If I say yes. So if I didn't want to walk to Salamand, it would cost 200 to fly there. But I do want to walk there because I don't have that kind of money. Let's see. Let's ask about the Dreadnought. The oversized garbage scow airships aren't about how big you build them. Okay, so he's a little uptight about that. Wild Rose? Nothing. Mithril? Nothing. Airship? Yeah, okay. Let's check out the armor and magic here. So we have a shield for more boost. We have helmets. I don't have a lot of money, so I really can't boost up too much right now. But I would like to buy one of these, I think. Also, do they have an item slot? They do not. I think they used to have item slots, but now since it's using a game engine, the one they use for Final Fantasy 1, you can just use any items in battle. So it's less important. But I could be getting that confused with another game. You could take all this stuff. Alright, same stuff. Take a look at the weapons. I think it's still a lot of the same. Yeah, nothing good here. Okay, so I think we need to pay. No, we're not paying. We're walking to Salaban. That is our next destination. So save. Varian's health went up. Guy's health went up. Did they even get attacked? That's weird. I wonder if it's doing it automatically. I have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so we go up and over. It'd be nice if I didn't have to punch myself in the face to get hit points. Salaband, so this is where we need to be. I don't remember exactly what I need to do here. So I think I need to trigger talking to somebody. This is magic. Let's see what do they got. Life Tome. Sap. Sap is very useful in this game. At least it was in the original one. You kind of needed to do sap to get magic points back. Warp Tome. Teleport. Can't afford none of that, but it's good to know where it is. Items, not worried about it. Let's go in here. Oh, that's where you can revive. Joseph. But I know that if I'm around, I would just get in his way. Okay. You have business with me? I ask. Wild Rose, you're here for Princess Hilda. A little short in the tooth, aren't you? You kids can't fool me. Okay, he's heard of it. Not helpful. Oh, mithril. That's the keyword. I haven't found any yet. I do have a few leads, but I don't plan on sharing what I do know with a bunch of perfect strangers. I'm gonna need you to do a little something to prove you are who you say you are. There's a bunch of people in Salamand who are being forced to work in a cave in Summit Falls. Rescue them and we'll talk. Okay. Summit Falls it is. I do remember where that is. Let's take a look at the weapon shop quick. We got a little boost here. Battle axe. Go ahead and equip. You know, I bought 2 of them. I don't know why I did that, but that's fine. I'll take a break from shield and power up with 2 long swords. Then we're gonna sell one of these. Just cuz. Alright, save. Oh, I probably should hit the end before I continue. Maybe I should. $8 gil, I can afford that. The amount that you spend is determined by how much HP and magic points you need to replenish. So the more you need to replenish, the more it's going to cost, which is very unfortunate. Don't think those things are needed. I would like to buy some potions though. Cures venom and poison. I think in the beginning of this game you do get poisoned, but they only last for the battle. But if you get poisoned later on, there's a stronger version, and that one actually stays with you, and you'll need these then. But I might as well get a couple of these now, just in case that happens to me. Because if it does, you basically just killed your character, because you can't fix that. Well, I guess if you have Minwu, you can. So what we need to do is go over where my arrow is. We need to go to that little lake. We're gonna go left and over. So we got white magic. The Nintendo version, you can only hit the first. If there was 8 enemies, you can only hit the first 4. So I wonder if that still holds true in this version. Okay, so Minwu's HP went up, but he never got hit. Interesting. So is it like randomly choosing when to do it? Maybe. Maybe that's why when I was punching myself in the face, it wasn't always working. So I think that I won't do that strat right away, and I'll just see what the game gives me as I play. Down. I'm pretty sure you don't get enemies while you're in the water in a canoe. Alright, our first cave, Final Fantasy II. So we got the treasure chest to the left, the one in the bottom right, and then we have that thing in the middle, a little rock. I think that's not something we need to worry about right now. Feeling pretty good with just attacks, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up my auto battle, I think. And curse from memory on, why not? Yeah, you gotta come here later in the game to deal with that thing right there. Now, Final Fantasy 1 I just beat today on my earlier stream, and I got every treasure chest in the entire game. So maybe I'll do that in this game too. Why not? Yeah, hit points is kind of going up on its own. Is there a treasure chest over here? No, just down to the right. You know, the cool thing about having the map right away, granted, back in the day, you either bought the strategy guide or you just figured it out. But, like, you know what most people are doing is they're playing this game and they're going on Google to get the map. So the fact that it just cuts that step out, like, I mean, I have a strategy guide for Final Fantasy 2. I don't have it with me, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Because I would just use it so I wouldn't miss any of the treasures. Or it's helpful to know which treasures to skip if you don't want to walk out to it. That's probably more valuable than knowing where they are, but... Hit points. Points are going up. Everybody but Maria. Alright, give guys some walking time. Okay. So we got a bottom right. Oh yeah, those rooms. And I think one of them has a treasure. Where's the exit? Oh, exit is actually one of those rooms. Alright, so we'll go up and to the right. Battle music is good too. That's like when I bought the bundle, I was like, this is just gonna be all the mobile versions all over again with different graphic, different pixel art. But it's more than that. It's done really well. So I'm happy I got it. Now, of course, people are up in arms because they want this on the Switch and on consoles, and I don't blame them. At first, before I actually bought the bundle and played this, I was like, why would you want the same game again, a mobile game, on your console? Like, we've been playing these games for so long, but I've definitely changed my opinion on that. Let's not get forgetful here. Let's go with this one. Nope. Ouch. I like that double hitting two enemies thing. That's awesome. I wonder who came up with that idea. Well, it's not the third one. Oh, that was painful. Technically, I should have took off auto battle to heal, but I don't know. I was feeling risky. Okay, so let's use another cure. He's doing good on the hit points. So, 2? Oh, you know what? Oh, I guess not. Let me out. Alright, so it was the first one. Okay, so... if I remember correctly, I don't have my guide, but I think there's never treasures in the room, so I shouldn't have to check them all. But the way out is one of the rooms. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Everybody's missing. There we go. Sword and axe level up. Baron with more hit points. Thank you. Oh, that was weird. Everybody was earning different levels of gil. That's different. Oops. Wow, that's OP. Overpowered. $55 hit points. My goodness. 200 gil. Cool. So we're gonna get that treasure chest to the left, and I'm gonna go to the door on the right. All the way over to the right. Cure 2 already. Okay. My man's doing damage. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the right. Okay, I have to stop for 1 second. I wonder why it's acting like that. Oh, maybe it's just the mouse. There's a weird thing going on. I had to stop for a second. Make sure my computer was still in good shape. Okay. And I need to adjust. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. This should be the exit from. No, it's not. Then it's got to be one of the three. I don't remember. First one. Oh my god. 3 hits. Like Maria finally got some hit points. Yeah, this is the room I need to be in. Help us, please. I think they all say that. Help us, please. Freerion, it's you. Am I ever glad you're here? This is Joseph's daughter, Nellie. I think that dastardly Borgen's been holding her hostage to threaten Joseph. Alright. So Paul happens to know where the mithril is. So that's good. Oh. Oh, okay. He was on his way to get the mithril, then he got caught. Gotcha. It's weird. They act like I just saved him. All I did was walk in the door. Can they just walk out the door? I don't know. Okay, so there's stairs. There's a door. I don't think there's anything in the door. It's never anything in the door. So gonna hit that treasure chest over there. Fire tome. That's good. I'm gonna give that to Guy, I guess. Pretty sure going in those doors doesn't give you anything other than a random battle, or it's the exits for the room. And I already know it's not the exit. Could be wrong. I don't know. When I finish this dungeon, I'll know if I can check. I can check the map to let me know how many treasures I gotten. Oops. Oh. It's going the wrong way. That was quick. Yikes. So we go up for some rooms, or get the treasure chest. I get the treasure chest, and I'm gonna go to the room to the left. I don't know, I'm a little worried that there's actually something in those rooms. I can't remember. Oops. I'm going to try anyway. I don't think there is, but I also need to heal before I lose somebody. Alright, so you don't always get the random attack on the way out of those, but sometimes you do. Okay, so there are treasures here. I'm gonna do quick saves. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. If you think you're getting mithril, you'd be right. My mithril blade straight through your heart. Burn. Raising magic defense. Magic attacks. Well, that's not good. So if I swap HP and MP, I don't know if that's going to help or hurt me. So let's just play it safe. I'm going to do Cure All. No one's doing damage though. Yeah, that's not good. Fire. Huh. I'm not even sure I can win this battle. I'm not doing any damage. Is there something I could do to boost anybody? That's probably not gonna work. I know I gotta do something more than just sit there. I have nothing to spell. Wait. Removes barriers that defend elemental attacks. No effect. I thought maybe he had some sort of defensive barrier. Jeez, I really can't do any damage to this guy. Huh. I should have bought and leveled up some fire magic. That's a problem. That is a problem. Yeah, not too many people playing Final Fantasy II. That is the truth. And there's a lot of reasons for that. This is actually my least favorite of the first 6. And I'm finding myself fighting the sergeant and doing 0 damage, and I don't have anything to really help. Actually, the fire spell, I guess. But doing no damage. Sometimes I get lucky, like that was pretty good. What else can I really do except the same stuff right now? I did a quick save before this battle. I'm not a fan of doing that, but I wasn't sure what was going to happen, and now I'm pretty glad, because I don't know if I'm going to beat this guy. I mean, I might. He's not really hurting me. Not really hurting him either. He's never gonna die. It's like I hit everybody with the magic. That was good. Just little by little. My last fire magic. Oh my goodness. Alright, so he's gonna have to attack and hopefully do something. Nothing. Jesus. I think you defend for a row. This is bad. Eight hit points. 15. You can do better than that. Come on. I think I'm gonna win. It's just gonna take forever because he's not killing me, but I'm not doing any damage to him. But I think this is how I get mithril. Oh, I did not mean to do that. There we go. Thank you. Alright, everybody boosted in the hit points area. Yeah, like that's what I get for not buying Black Magic before coming here. I mean, I did, but it's still just level 1 fire, and it's not doing nothing to him. I'm sure the Thunder would have been better. Nice, good. We are good from here. There's a treasure chest up there. And then a room to the left. But I think I could just leave, technically. I don't really remember. I wish I could. I beat this game like a couple of years ago. Oh, that's a problem. So with the slimes, just like the sergeant, you really need to have magic. Black magic. So I'm gonna have to run. Flee. Okay. These guys I can handle. Oh, somebody had Flee, Minwu. I forgot to turn Flee off. No biggie. I still have Flee on. Okay, to turn that off. I mean, not that I really wanted to battle that, but okay, that was an empty room. I actually want to battle a little bit. See, why does it say Flee? Oh, because that's... Okay, you gotta do a round of actions and then you can auto battle the last round. I didn't realize that was the case. Get the last treasure. Then I can use warp, I think, to get out of here, or teleport. Monsters. Oh no, that's not good. Totally forgot about this guy. So I'm gonna have the same problem I just had with the sergeant. Oh no, not good. I got greedy. I doubt he would run. Yeah, I'll try it. Pretty sure I can't run from the battle either because it's a treasure chest that activated the battle, so... Shell? This was never a problem. I don't know why they have defense like that. Like, you're not gonna have level 2 or level 3 fire magic. So how are you supposed to fight these things? Don't know. Can I run? I'm gonna try it one round. I don't think it'll work. It might, yeah, can't work, so it'll let me choose it just so I can get a round of whooping. Oh, yeah, the bouncing, for sure. It's Final Fantasy 1 is probably the easiest Final Fantasy ever, no matter which version you choose. When it comes to 2 and even 3, it's completely different. Defend. I think I'm gonna have to die here because I can't do any damage and I'm already into the battle. I also noticed if you ever played the Nintendo versions of Final Fantasy 2 and 3, they are really hard compared to the original Final Fantasy. And probably one of the reasons why they weren't in a hurry to localize those ones in the 90s when they first came out, or in the 80s I should say. Especially 3 has the class systems where you can change everybody. This one's not as complicated, but everything else is. You know what? I'm gonna have to die. How am I gonna do damage to this guy? I'm just gonna have to kill myself. It's kind of sad, but I don't really know what else to do. But I didn't, you know, I didn't save after I got the mithril. That's not good. Yeah, I kind of broke the game at the moment. Or did I save after? I don't think I did. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to provide everybody. I don't know if this is gonna make a difference. I don't want to have to fight the sergeant again. He was impossible. Actually, the worst case scenario is I have to start back before the sergeant, and then I'm gonna have to go back to town and buy black magic to defeat these monsters, just the bosses. I didn't even need whatever was in this treasure chest. So it's quite the predicament I'm in. Yeah, 0 damage. Couldn't win even if I wanted to. What's up with the guy just standing there? Is that a glitch? The guy's still standing. Hey, you know what? I did save after I did the sergeant. Okay. I could remember if I did that or not. So, let me just double check. Alright, I got the mithril. Alright, let's get out of here. Oops. Well, that's good news. So the quick save, I believe, is the same thing as a regular save, but it may disappear if you turn your game off. But it actually allows you to return back at your quick save. But it's a little weird. I used quick save in Final Fantasy 1, and I fought Warmech, died, had to... Actually, I beat Tiamat, the the Wind Fiend. I think these guys are pretty strong. I fought I saved it, and then I tried to get Warmech, died, and then it started me over at the beginning of the floor, and I had to fight Tiamat again. So I don't know what that was about. So it's a little weird how to quick save, unless I just messed up the quick save. Like I could have done that, but. Yeah, the save state, it's like a save state basically, as long as you don't turn the game off. But I'm telling you, it was something really weird happened in the first one, where it save stated at the beginning of the I forget what they call the long walk to Tiamat, where Warmech is. So I'm a little iffy about the quick save. Alright, so if I have Mithril, okay, I can bring them back to the guy who's in here. How much money did I make? Okay, I made some money, so I can buy some magic too. I gotta plug my phone in, I think. Let's see. Alright, let's go here. Alright. I'll bring the Mithril back to Altair. That's right. He doesn't want the Mithril. Okay, so I gotta go back to Altair. That's actually fine, because the backtracking is kind of nice. Because you can earn a little bit of money. It takes forever, but at least in this game, it's a lot easier. Yeah, I feel like Final Fantasy II is a turnoff for a lot of people because of the whole leveling system. But the game itself is pretty good. If they had to use like the regular like leveling up system that they did in 1 instead of trying to do this, it doesn't work out good. It would probably been a better game to play for most people. But yeah, there's a lot of weird things with this game that I'm just. Like, the story is a little convoluted. At least to me it is. Like, I've beaten this game 3 times. I still couldn't tell you the main plot. There's a lot of backtracking. A lot of fighting. But, it's like, I do like it. I like it the least out of all 6. So it's not like I hate the game. And I think a lot of people who played all 6 Final Fantasies, the first 6, and beat them all, at least most of them, kind of feel the same way. But it's easy to understand why people don't like this game at all. Like, hate it. Okay, so go to Altair. I think technically you could walk back to Altair. Not that I'm going to do that, but I got enough money to go back to Poft, I think. No, this is Poft. I'm going to go back to Paloom. Go here. Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you just said about that. On the same page. All right, Nope, I'm going in the wrong spot. Now, if I remember correctly, I think we lose Minwoo. We might not. I think we've got one more thing before we actually lose him. Which is another kind of annoying thing, losing characters. So one thing that I noticed is that Final Fantasy II, even though it has a different system than any other, reminds me of Final Fantasy IV with how characters come and go, but you kind of have your main three. It's kind of the same idea. Final Fantasy III is like Final Fantasy V. They use like the same battle system, or not battle system, the job system, where anybody can be anything you want. So I've always told people who like Final Fantasy V to try Final Fantasy III, but unfortunately the only way to play Final Fantasy III is the 3D one, and I'm not really a fan of the 3DS or the DS remake. Okay, so I think I already learned this. Wait, what? And BAFs to help compensate for those key items. Okay, I forgot what I was supposed to do. That's another thing. This whole keyword system is a little confusing. It's not confusing. It's just like, okay, which word do I need to use to continue the story? Okay, so now they can fight the Empire. Now I gotta take the Mithril to Tabul, the town blacksmith. I believe that is up north. Yeah, okay. Yes, Final Fantasy III does. I actually have it on an EverDrive for my Nintendo, and I love playing it. The only thing is, I have this. I'm not sure what the deal is, but for some reason, certain monsters in that game, I don't know if it's that the original game was like this, but they do like 700 to 800 damage really early in the game, and I don't think it's supposed to. So there's some parts that are really hard, and the translation that make the game hard to play. But I've gotten pretty far. I've never beaten the Nintendo version translated, but that is the version to play without a doubt. But that's why I'm actually glad that they redid that one with this pixel art thing, because now you can actually play it like it was intended, and you get a little bit of the more modern stuff too, which is kind of nice. So. Okay, before I go anywhere, if I remember correctly, I need black magic badly. Oh. I think it's... Oh, right. I don't think they have it here. Maybe they do. One of these. One of these. One of these. That's good. Matter of fact, the first time I played Final Fantasy III translated was in the mid-90s. Like, when I was in high school, a long time ago, I played Final Fantasy III translated that way. It was, like, mostly translated, but then it would kind of glitch out in certain towns. But it was hard because there was really no guides or anything, so I didn't really know what to do or where I was going then. But it was still fun to play. Okay, I need to... What do I need to do? Go north, heal. Definitely gotta heal up. There we go. Yeah, you needed more than guides then. But it's funny, because even when I played the Nintendo, like the Final Fantasy 1, I used to have a guide, but I never used it. But, like, I also never talked to everybody in town. Like if you play that game, even though it's super easy, if you talk to everybody, it literally tells you what to do. You just actually have to explore the town and talk to everyone. And that's how most Final Fantasy games are. Because every once in a while I'll talk to somebody who's like, oh, by the way, the prince needs this found in that tower. You're like, oh, right, that's how you would figure that out. But, you know, we're too busy trying to fight things and save money up to buy cool stuff, and we actually don't feel like talking to the people. Okay, we're actually good here. So we need to find the blacksmith, which I think he's in the weapon shop. Wait, am I in the right town? This is Tobal, right? Jeez. See, I'm already lost. Hold on, let me back out. I got a map. Oh. I'm supposed to go to Tobal. I have no idea where that is. Oh, wait, that Bafsk is to the right of Salmond. Tobal. Where is Tobal? No, is Tobal the guy I'm supposed to... Jeez. Talk about confusion. I think Tobal is the name of the guy I'm looking for, not the town. Oh my goodness. Where was he? I remember seeing him. He's not there. He's not in there. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. He's the blacksmith. He's... So here's a perfect example. So like I have a guide. It's in my basement. And it will tell me exactly where to go. But since I wasn't paying attention, I forgot what he said. So I'm actually going to go back. I'm going to do what you would do back in the 80s and 90s. Go back to where they told you where to go and find out where you're supposed to go. Let's see. Sometimes this guy helps you. You should be able to use that canoe to cross the lake to the east to pull him. That's not helpful. If you can find some mithril to give it to the blacksmith Tobal, I'm sure he'll be able to make some amazing weapons. Yeah, except I forgot where he is. Is he in here? That's the king. I think this is... No, that's the princess's room, I think. There he is. Jeez, now I remember. There we go, mithril. Alright, basically he makes that stuff and you can buy all the mithril stuff, so that's helpful. Oh yeah, the font. That's been like a big thing. I've been reading about people really complaining about the font. Yeah, I mean, it's not really good font. I didn't really think it was an issue until I was trying to like actually read some of this, and it's kind of close. It's just bad. It's just bad font. They should have kept it more pixelated, maybe like the font they use in the original game, but like maybe a little bit cleaner. Because you're right, it's like basic font, and it also has a shadow behind it. So, like, I get it. It's a little weird, hard to read sometimes. And I'm supposed to be wearing glasses too, so that's not helping. But I'm playing on like a 17-inch HD monitor, so it's big at least. So this guy's doing this. Okay, no time to work. No time to talk. Okay. So now I go back here. The theft of the mithril was likely knocked the Empire off balance. I saw somebody post, I don't know if it was on Twitter or somewhere, where they actually was able to change the font. I'm assuming they had the PC version and did something. I didn't really look into it, but they actually changed the font. I didn't think it looked better, but it looked like he changed it. So maybe that's something they could change down the road. I mean, it should be pretty simple to be able to pick your font at least. We have a man in Bask. He's found a way to reach the dreadnought. Okay, at least I know where that is. Bask is on the right from Palum, I think. So this is Poft. So I have to spend more gills to reach the other side, then go east. Could technically walk all the way across, but it doesn't cost that much to get the boot. So I need to go. I believe it's to, if I get my mouse pointer, I believe it's right here. I think this is where I need to go. So up, over, down, and to right there. Strength up. Yeah, it is, because there's a dreadnought right there, so. Oh, does it tell me? Yeah, it does tell me. Spin. Yeah, I missed 2 treasures. I think one of them is hidden, though. I can't get it yet. Okay, so let's do save. I think I saved already, but whatever. You know, from what I recall, I don't think there's ever been a town that you enter from the top in any Final Fantasy game I've ever played that I can remember. Enter in from the side or the bottom, but never the top. That's weird. Like there's 2 towns that do that in this game. So I'm here because that's right. Talk to this guy. But before I do that, of course I gotta see what they got for sale here. Cure status ailments temporarily when used in battle. Asuna, cure status ailments when used in battle. Temporarily. I don't know what the difference is exactly, I forget. Inflict silence when used in battle. Okay, I'm not feeling like I want to use any of that. Alright, so this is the guy who looks like he's a soldier, but he's really not. Oops, I didn't hear that. So ask Dreadnought. Ask about the Dreadnought, that makes him walk away. Alright, Baph's Cave. Kind of curious. At some point, I'm going to have to start building up my magic. And the only way to do that is just to keep using it. But it's longsword, like I needed that. I was kind of hoping Maria would have a little bit more hit points than she has. Got an achievement that you guys can't see. It says field research, whatever that means. Alright, so down, over, up, over, down. Okay, so you really can't. Just don't go that way. Stats are going up. Longbow. That's actually an upgrade. You know, I usually take her off a bow and give her like swords or something, but it is kind of nice to have somebody in the back row. She could be doing a lot more damage though, but it's also nice to have a healer who can kind of be protected a little bit. Yeah, see, Optimum will give her a long sword and a thing. Let that remove all now because I screwed that up. Oh, that's right, you don't actually have to have a weapon you can punch. I'm not doing that though. Once you level a bow up really high, it's actually pretty strong, but it just takes a little bit longer. You can't double up the weapon to increase the stats faster, so. Oh, you can actually pick anyone from any row. That's cool. think I'm gonna walk out. I think that's gonna trigger a scene, and then I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna go in that room and see what's in there. Right at the end of this dungeon. If I can ever get there, jeez. That's weird. Oh, I have to be careful here because they start doing self-destruct. Be bad. Like right there. Dead. Maria gets like 5 hit points, 6 hit points. Everyone else gets like 20 or 30. I wonder if that's because she's in the back row. I feel like there was something I read about that in the original one. I don't really know, but there's a reason for that. No, I kind of want to run. Oh no, they're not that strong. There we go. Triple figures. Oh boy. Quick save. They got that psycho screeching in the music. It's kind of funny. Making things... I never gave anybody this magic. I need to do that. Thunder. Blizzard. The Dreadnought is complete. The Dark Knight. Kneel before your Emperor. I don't think I'm going to be kneeling anytime soon. Oh, that's right. You actually don't fight him. You came all this way for nothing. See for yourselves. I thought I was gonna have to fight somebody. I couldn't even remember. That's good, because I didn't want to die. This goes by, starts blasting everything. Alte, I think that was Paloom we destroyed before, maybe not. You found a pass in the chest. What did I need that for? I don't even know. Oh, what's this? I'm sure somebody in town told me what I needed a pass for. Now I got one. Leave? Yes. Oh, so it'll exit you out of the whole dungeon, so you don't have to do it over. That's good. So that was about 2 hours worth of playing altogether. I'm probably gonna forget what I need to do next, but chances are I need to talk to the people in here, head back to Altair because it got blown up. That's gonna be it for tonight. The next time I stream will be Friday, I believe, around 6 or 7 Eastern time. I'm gonna try to do Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Do all the Final Fantasies, and after I beat the first 3, hopefully 4, 5, and 6 will be out, and I can go through those ones as well. Since the only game I've never beaten out of the first 6 is number 5. So, but yeah, I just I didn't even want to really do this originally, but when I saw that the 6 were out, and I'm like, you know what, this will give me a reason to play through all these games and stream it, and hopefully people would enjoy it on this channel, which is the whole goal. So if people start enjoying it, then I'll keep doing it. That's how that works. So surprised I didn't start a battle there. So I'm gonna save again. So I always forget. That's like tradition. I gotta save like 3 or 4 times. So that's gonna do it. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next session. Well, I'll probably be going back to Altair.